What if the pain you're feeling right now isn't the end of your story, but the beginning of something deeper? What if your sickness is not a punishment, but a place where God is about to meet you in a way you've never experienced before? I know you're tired. Tired of waking up feeling weak, tired of pretending you're okay, tired of waiting for something to change. And maybe the hardest part isn't even the pain, it's the silence, the feeling that God is quiet while you're suffering. But listen carefully. God has not forgotten you. Not for a second, not in your weakest moment, not in your darkest night. When you look at the life of Jesus, especially through the Gospel of Matthew, something powerful becomes clear. Jesus was always moving toward the broken, not away from them. The sick, the weak, the rejected, those were the people he spent the most time with. That means if you're hurting right now, you're not distant from God. You are actually standing in a place where His presence is closest. While the world may step back from pain, God steps into it. And maybe, just maybe, your current struggle is not separating you from Him. It's drawing you closer than ever before. Jesus once said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Notice that He didn't say come when you're strong, or come when you're healed, or come when everything is figured out. He said come as you are, tired, broken, confused, even scared. Your pain doesn't disqualify you from God's love. It actually makes you a candidate for His comfort. Every sleepless night you've had, every tear you've tried to hide, every moment you've whispered, "I can't do this anymore." God has seen it all, and He hasn't turned away. Now here's something that's hard to accept, but important to understand. Sometimes suffering carries a purpose. Not because God enjoys seeing you in pain, but because He can use pain to shape something inside you that comfort never could. In the book of Matthew, many of the people who were healed didn't just receive physical restoration, they became living testimonies. Their pain turned into purpose. And I know right now it might feel like you're stuck, like your life is on pause, like everything is being taken away from you. But what if this moment is actually preparing you? Preparing your strength, your faith, your story for something greater than you can see right now. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. This isn't said once. It's repeated, as if to reassure your heart that your pain is not permanent. Ease is already written alongside your struggle. Even if you can't see it yet, it's coming. Pain has a way of changing a person. It strips away illusions. It forces you to confront reality. But it also has the power to build something unshakable inside you. Strength that isn't based on circumstances. Faith that doesn't depend on outcomes. A deeper connection with God that only comes when everything else fades away. And while you didn't choose this struggle, it doesn't mean it's meaningless. God can take what feels like a prison and turn it into a platform. A platform where your story one day gives hope to someone else who feels exactly like you do right now. There's a moment in Matthew where a woman had been suffering for years. She tried everything. Doctors couldn't help her. People likely gave up on her. But she held on to one thing: faith. She believed that even if she just touched the edge of Jesus' garment, something could change. And it did. In an instant, her life shifted. That story isn't just something that happened long ago. It's a reminder for you today. When everything else feels uncertain, faith is still powerful. Not perfect faith, not doubt-free faith, but even the smallest, quietest belief that God can still move in your life. And maybe right now, your faith feels weak. Maybe you're questioning, maybe you're struggling to believe. That doesn't mean you've lost it. It means you're human. Faith isn't about never doubting. It's about choosing to hold on even when doubt is present. Choosing to believe that your story is not over, even when the chapter you're in feels unbearable. Just because you don't see change yet doesn't mean God isn't working. Silence does not mean absence. Some of the most powerful things God does happen behind the scenes, in ways we don't understand, in timing we didn't expect. Healing doesn't always happen instantly. Sometimes it's a process, sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's spiritual. But in every case, God is still writing your story, and He hasn't stopped. Illness has a way of making you feel alone, like no one truly understands what you're going through. People may try, but they don't feel your pain the way you do. And that isolation can be heavy. But even in that loneliness, you are not alone. God is with you in every moment. In the hospital room, in the quiet nights, in the seconds where everything feels overwhelming. He is there when you don't have the strength to pray, when all you can do is sit in silence. And sometimes that silence is a prayer in itself. Even when your body feels weak, your spirit still has the ability to rise. Strength doesn't always look like standing tall. It sometimes looks like simply not giving up, choosing to wake up another day, choosing to hold on, even when it's hard. And that kind of strength, that quiet, unseen strength, matters more than you realize. So if you're in pain right now, don't lose hope. Your story is still being written. This moment, as difficult as it is not the end. Your pain is not wasted. Your faith is not pointless. And your life still has purpose. Hold on to whatever faith you have left, even if it feels small, because even the smallest faith can carry you through the darkest times. God is not done with you yet.